I just pulled two orders that sold yesterday evening, and one of them is going to be one of several pairs. I love stance socks. I probably have around 30 pair of stance socks. Majority of them I have not used. I'm a creature of habit of liking certain things and sticking to them. If you haven't noticed, like my t-shirts, there's only like 5 that I wear all the time. I don't even think I wear that much. I just wash kind of often. But anyways, these sold for $12 plus shipping. The other one I have here is one that I've had for a year, and I just listed this a few days ago. I ended up getting this at Ross, and retail arbitrage is something I really don't get into that well. When I go to thrift stores and places like Ross and TJ Maxx and stuff like that, it's usually like later on in the day. And TJ Maxx is one I really don't go to unless my wife is like, you want to go? And I'm like, no. And she was like, you're coming anyways. And I'm like, okay. So it doesn't even really matter. So I just follow her around like a baby. I always tape up the edges, and I'll keep repeating that, and there's a reason behind it. All right, in this one, let me just fold it up a little better. And then today, my goal is to get the rest of the paperweights listed for the 10th on Niknax. And I am going to go sourcing here in a little bit, where I ended up finding a really nice paperweight that I showed you yesterday, and I got it for $5. I was just looking on my YouTube channel, and I was trying to add some things in the description of like favorite videos, most hated videos. Seeing if things like that inside the description works on my thrifting channel. And I saw that I had a thumbnail of me holding another paperweight like this, but it was half the size. And that one ended up selling for $79 plus shipping. So I thought this, I knew I had sold one, and I didn't remember when it was. And it was kind of cool that I came across another one, but just bigger. So bigger, better. It's fun throughout time, you know, learning things and then seeing things that are familiar. And then that's when you know you're on a really good track of knowing that you've learned stuff, and not always depending on your phone. There is not a day that goes by that I'm really not using my phone to research and learn about things, whether I'm outsourcing or not. It's just something I enjoy doing. It's not something that I feel like I'm forcing myself to do like I was when I first started reselling, because that was like a necessity. I had to pay the bills. I hated feeling broke. And I come across that feeling like once or twice since then, because it's been like bad decision making on what I wasn't planning out, as in like my bills. I wasn't tracking them, and I was like, oh, this is good, this is good. And then sometimes the bills come a little later and I'm not calculating that money. So managing my money has played a big role lately, and me saving more and not ever having that feeling again. Fortunately, through what I've been learning as a reseller and from the community and other content creators and resellers that are sharing information, has helped me do well enough for me and reach my goals. It was pretty amazing that before I went on vacation, I ended up making over $1,000 within just a few days. And then when I got back, I was like, man, I really feel like I'm in a tight pinch and I need to make money. And I was like, why am I stressed about this? Do what you do best and you enjoy doing. And that's just getting to work, getting stuff listed, making money, and it comes. There'll be $50 one day, maybe $100 another day, and I get a couple of sales here and there because I'm finding the right items that are in my area, which is getting harder in thrift stores. And then I'm also I'm being more aggressive in listing than I was before, being just an aggressive buyer. Let's go check on Tip. He's always running around to the left. I'm always curious what he's doing. Oh, what were you doing, huh, boy? What were you doing? I was trying to sneak up on you and you sneaked up on me. Does that hurt walking on rocks like that, barefooted? Here, let me go try it. It just looks like it's gonna hurt. Oh, that's not too bad. Nice and slow. That's not too bad. Oh my goodness, I can't. What's so crazy about thinking about walking on the rocks just now, when my brothers and I, back in the late 80s, early 90s, our cousins would always, they were torturing us. I didn't know it. I thought they were really testing us who's fastest. and they would say like, Bert, Sly, Sonny, who's the fastest? Go run on the road barefooted. And I was like, oh, I'm the fastest. Every one of us were like, we're the fastest, right? Very competitive, in a very good, healthy way. And now I'm looking back at it like, it wasn't to see who's the fastest. And they weren't laughing because somebody wasn't the fastest of the three. And it always changed from time to time. They were laughing because we're the freaking idiots running on rocks. That was mean. I forgot to mention that the jersey I bought a year ago and listed just a few days ago that sold, I ended up buying that one for $11. Still really good profits that came out of it. I am really loving the USPS rapid drop-off. FedEx over here also has them as well. At least the one FedEx I went to on Durango and Farm, I think it's close to there. More and more people are starting to use them, but there's a lot of like cavemen, cavewomen mentalities of like, that's something new and they're afraid to touch it. If other people are using it and they're okay walking away, you should try it yourself rather than waiting in line. Also, you don't have to get labels waiting in line at post offices. I like to use pirate ship. If there's any other methods that you use, let us know in the comments. Folks, don't wait in line. That takes up sometimes like an hour for some people. I know, I used to do that when I first started reselling, not knowing any better, that I could create labels on eBay. I was writing every address down in a notepad and then going to the register and then getting it that way. I didn't know any better until I did. 154, dropped off the orders earlier and then went sourcing at Boulder Highway Swap Meet, and then around 10 minutes after that stepped into Goodwill and found some goodies. So I'll be putting that thrifting video together. I don't spend a lot of time thrifting anymore like I used to. I used to spend hours. Now, not so much. We're gonna step inside Albertsons and get some heavy cream because I used it all, and I know Carla's gonna want some coffee for when she wakes up before she heads trabajo. It's gonna peak at a high of 109 today here in Las Vegas, and I really felt it. Good thing I was hydrated before I went and yesterday. So when you're planning on going sourcing out under the sun, ladies and gents, make sure you have some headwear, some sunscreen, and stay hydrated. An iced tea right now sounds really good. I have an idea of what I want to do with my storage unit coming up very soon, but I want to have it as a surprise, so stay tuned for that. Maybe about a week or two from now. The faster the better. I think I'm getting a little closer. I need some heavy cream, heavy cream, heavy cream, heavy cream. Yeah. I don't like when people don't close the doors. Sometimes it's not people, it's just the air that pushes it open. Where's the heavy cream at? Over here? Half and half? That is not the same. Oh, I forgot Albertsons is expensive for heavy cream. I'm gonna head over to Smith's. You get a lot more out of whatever that little thingy is. Smith's is just kind of down the road, around 8 minutes. Should I go, should I not? Yeah, I should. It's a lot more. And I really like that heavy cream compared to here. So I asked Siri to find the nearest MoneyGram, and I didn't realize it was taking me to the nearest Honey Ham at another Albertsons. Wow. All right, well, I guess we're gonna use this then. Let's go with Lucerna. I really like that one, but it's so small and expensive. I feel like you get more out of this one. Tip was barking like crazy because we got a package. And it could only be one thing, Tip. Do you know what it is? We're going to see what it is later on. I went thrifting earlier and it was so freaking hot. Like it took me about 2 hours. Yeah, about 2 hours now to just like recover from the heat. Been drinking a lot of water and now I'm hungry. I didn't want to eat earlier because my stomach felt like if I did, I was gonna be turning. I've been working on cleaning up some glass right over there. That's enough Too close, too close. I haven't put out that thrift video yet. But this little guy, whenever he's hungry, he'll lay down and kind of face that way. And all of a sudden, folks, since my mother-in-law came back, now he is like all over me. So I missed him. It's funny that you could be with somebody all day, every day, you know, within the same realm, under the same roof, and not really have any interactions. He's been away from us, like hiding, literally. Excuse me. So while I'm up here eating, I'm pretty sure he smells this delicious Rico nachos. This is Carla's, but I'm going to tell her I ate one. And some chips, and I was craving a root beer, and I figured why not treat myself. I've been feeding Tip at 8:30. Usually when Carla's already home, when I'm cooking for her, and we all eat at the same time. But since my mother-in-law has been back, she wakes up super early and feeds him like around 4:30, and then he's hungry all day. So I feel really bad because he's hearing me snack, and he could probably smell the cheese. And I just had my favorite go-to now, my lettuce tuna taco wraps. But I like calling them tuna tacos. I feel like it gives me this like mental satisfaction of like I'm eating something that isn't healthy. Like tacos sound really good, and if I say I'm eating tuna wraps, I'm like, eh. But if it's like tuna tacos, I'm like, yeah. It's all in the head. But anyways, I feel really bad that Tip's hungry, so I am gonna make him some of his food, and later on I may give him a little bit later on in the day. It is only 4:41, folks. It's early. Hold on. This is what I mean, folks. He'll lay down and aim towards his bow. Yeah, we caught you. Candid camera, my friend. Candid camera. I'm gonna feed you, boy. I'm gonna feed you, okay? I've been thrifting a lot more lately, and it's not like it used to be. Times change time and time again, as we all know. I remember going thrifting there in the beginning, back in February 2017. I remember when there was so much stuff, and how Goodwill used to promote that. Two resellers, they announced resellers on the intercom saying that we are for you. Come and find stuff and make good business, and come thrift and tell your friends. And then that's also the same time they had the filler bags, and I was only able to catch that like twice, and then it went away. The filler bags are pretty cool, and there was so much stuff. There is still a lot of stuff, but it gets weeded out, as we all probably know now. So, not thrifting in a while because of what I've been doing and working on here. Now that I'm going thrifting, I'm not finding hardly anything. I'm finding like maybe one or two things, and I'm okay with that. I guess I feel like a little upset that there's not more items. Whoa, why is it so dried out? Oh, it's frozen. They didn't defrost it very good. Look at him. He's like, what do you mean it's still frozen? He's like, give me my food. It's like, give me my food, Dad. You said you're gonna make it. Okay, I'm gonna have to microwave it for a second. I was like, why does it sound so crunchy? I thought it was dried. It's just the ice in there. They rushed to putting it here. I think it's my mother-in-law. When she comes, things always change. I get yelled at for things being in places that they weren't before, as if I did it. I think that's part of like husband abilities, is being blamed for stuff. You just roll with it. It doesn't even matter. I just laugh, because when Carla scolds me about it, the mother-in-law will probably be right here, and she's just gonna look, and I'm gonna be like, girl, it's called responsibility. Own it. I'm okay. It's just little stuff. I don't let that stuff bother me. In the beginning, though, it used to bother me. It used to be like, what the hell? What am I getting blamed for? And now it's just like, it doesn't even matter. It really doesn't. It's funny, because some people don't change, and it's not like it's it's not like it's changed like hurting anybody. It's really not. He's like, Dad, feed me. He's waiting for his bowl. I'm telling you, he always angles towards his food dish. You're a good boy, Tip. Here you go, Sir Tip. The food is yours. I give it the magic fingers. Made with love. Every once in a while, he'll take a little bit of food and he'll take it right over there. Right in that spot. He'll leave it there for a few seconds and then eat it, or sometimes just leave it there and come and finish all of this. What we found out when he was just like a baby, he is now like 7 years old. That's common for dogs. Let me know if your dog does that, or even cats. I've always wanted a cat, but Carla's like, no cats. She doesn't hate them. I think she's allergic to them. At least that's what she tells me. There's a lot that we don't know about each other and still finding out. 4:51. This dog just walks away after he eats his bowl clean. You're welcome. I could hear him pitter-pattering. Let's go see what he's doing. What is Tip doing? Hey, what are you doing over there? Huh? You better not do anything on that carpet. You better go outside if you got to do your business. Because your mom's going to kick your butt. She already did the floors. She vacuumed the other day. That's when I was cleaning my office even more. And she will kill both of us, Tip, because I'm not down here with you. Everybody in the house, I think, is out to get me. Always doing stuff to get me in trouble. Never takes the blame for anything. Always take the hits. I love this section of the house because I'm really the only one that uses it, but the only time somebody else comes over here is when I do. It's like they want to disturb my peace. You probably never guess who it is, but they'll appear here in a moment because they can't help themselves. This is my spot. I don't bother you all day. Every time. What? You were ignoring me for several days, sir. And then now you're all over me because I'm in the couch. It was funny because a moment ago he was hopping up the stairs. I know I'm gonna tell them about you, okay? Because that's the truth. He's like trying to like pull my hand out. So all of a sudden I look over, I could hear him like his nails click click, pitter patter, and I look over towards the stairwell from the kitchen. I lean back, and this little guy is like slowly hopping upstairs, trying to be really discreet. And I'm like, hey, what are you doing? And he turns around and sits down like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm just up here just minding my own business. So I was like, you need to go get your toy? Go get your toy. So as he runs upstairs, I follow him. He grabs his toy, and I'm like, okay, go back downstairs. And he just runs up on the bed. We got stairs that go up, like dog stairs. They're really good, especially when they get older, so that way they don't have all that like force jumping on their joints, pounding down. Whenever Carla wakes up, she always watches It's Judy's Time. And when she's off and downstairs, she will watch like casino channels like Lady Luck HQ. I could probably fall asleep right here. I'm waiting for tonight to set up my black lights and show you the things that glow up there. So it's going to be a cool little addition to the curio. That's such an amazing little thing. And it filled up so fast. I even have more new stuff in there. It still needs to get a little darker. It's a lot of light. It doesn't get dark until like 8 now. So it's going to take me a while till I get this video together, which will be the following morning. Thought I only had 5 left. Now I have 5 more. But it's okay. I got majority of the things I needed listed. And then tomorrow I'm going to now finish up tomorrow with the rest of this stuff. I have a little bit more to go. But right now, let's get that light from Amazon together and see some nice glowy glass. Actually, I don't think I'm going to be able to do this myself because my arms are only so long and I need to be able to hold the item up. the light and then have it screwed in over there. So I don't want to rush that. I'm going to have to try to do that tomorrow and see if I have any friends that have the Condor arms. He knows who I'm talking about if he's watching, who I'm going to hopefully be meeting up with next week, one of my good buddies that I haven't thrifted and got in touch with lately. But I got some new items inside here, folks, that I'm going to be pointing out very soon that I'm excited about. More paperweights. I love it. So lately I've been finding some really good glass, very good glass of all prices. And it's kind of fun now getting back in the rhythm of things, of getting stuff listed, clearing out my space. Although I have some more stuff that I brought over from the storage unit, so I have some things to clear up. There's always something to work on, but I am really enjoying where I'm at and how much closer I'm getting to getting this stuff like done. And I'm considering what somebody left in the comments of clearing out my closet and making that into some shelving. I'm also looking at some shelving up top that I talked to Caesar about, and he has one of those beam finder things. And I'm telling you, I hear it in the comments, I get advice from friends, and I am taking all of it into consideration, because when we get closer to what I'm envisioning, this is going to be such a beautiful place inside here, especially when all this stuff that I have on the floor is gone. Ladies and gents, I appreciate every one of you. Check me out on Niknax coming up on the 10th. I'm going to be having my sale here, and then one on the 15th, and a few others after that. And I'm going to do my best to keep you updated with what I'm doing and show you what I have, and get back to thrifting and finding more of the stuff that I love, and I hope that you love seeing too. So I hope you had a great time with me. Thanks for watching. You'll have a great and safe weekend.